18 can soon grow for bears on very retaliate. But yes, side no my one is a mobile and could do be at them. As a matter of fact, was setting good example, baby. I away. What they started from the two, Obi to say Kwakuana, Justice Kwakuana Kokamba, Umiasem, early primaries. Right away, our man or man warning. Kwakuana, third time of Oyina different human. No, I don't want to.
Rather was protecting by Kwakuana.
Exactly, because that Ken doesn't want that insult politics. Say, you condemn Obi to make me whitewash me. I don't want that. Yan con fair contest. Me winning, I'm a winning, but me winning. It on my one. Just last time, Alestete, to me as he came out to condemn Alestete. Say, you can't say that. And now, when Kokasa won't be able to no. You cannot follow me and as a be my follower to use those Reddits.
Okay, but once he has to say they can assassin. But people are also saying, say, oh no, they attempted in politics by you.
Oh, can't fight him in politics be my politics are ye. Yeah, can't start here. Rollins would only do attempt boss to throw you now. You know, you can't and you deal with politics, my candidate started. And I think the no more can if you have been saying. Can you be at them? Who says here, your friend will be there? Who say can't do attempt? Name one person I can't do attempt. Individually, name one to me. I'll be was Umubia Oka. Ken was defending NPP on national platforms. Say, be a NDC for ya, dear, not from non Tiasia. He go and see the Omahin Comrasante, and I say Kabamu. No, I could defend it. And sometimes we all know how he expressed himself. Or no, Obia Samahana, he wants to come out and say it. That doesn't mean so bad baby obiate. Man who's on okay say we are boy we are pass away. Argument. And all the time, you know, people misconstrue your confidence as an arrogant. And no, thank you. Attach your obia. Me say the be not law no no anya agree can count. He doesn't even understand what Ken is saying. Or just law. He probably don't know how to plant a broad seed. Yeah, all that I'm saying, they say. So, who can say, MPP that the one farmer? That means, oh, yeah, propaganda politics. Yeah, can be Tiano. And flyers about Bonte say they are going on YouTube for interview. I only saw Baumia picture on it. I don't know about Baumia Kokasa and attach and Kokasa. Because they know about me, I go now, but go for Livika. Attach himself on no for so a gangari and Okako use a man. And some of Koka, me but third grade across the etiquette. What is he talking about? I could get you, me but third grader. 7 years. Oh, because I'm
not punch and I want to attach him.
Punch him back. So I'm not consult punch it. As some of Koka and Yansan Baku name, excuse my French. And some of AFIA tell me say interview attach here ko ye
no competence second in emotional intelligence. Can you qualified based on your kana vision now? When is only qualified as a trade minister and not as a president.
Look at that.
President Betna Konyaso will swear oath of secrecy. Na Ken go ni secrecy ya. It we would no partner na man swear oath of secrecy ya. Otna no the cabinet asema beto abonten. I know si penny dey mante Ken nim sa dey obe bronkofo. He said all those things.
Afia.
The person responded,
Mami respond. Ken or say Ken nim oath of secrecy. Be pacho. Say again recent Enyema SCC and as a Ken be case obey president and some okay be new idea. Because a comobia can need improphobia di, including on no attach here, and yana no coca motherfucker case here. And some of Kafra Kufuado who ever Heathrow Airport track Ken. If Ken doesn't know how to keep secrets, Ken would have revealed it to a Kufuado. And yes, a Kufuado man in ministerial position. That is another secret. Yes, attach here and the D, and that's what Dick concern or ye, a Kufuado track Ken. and some of Kafa Akufo-Addo Ken Heathrow Airport no.
I mean, you're keeping it secret till today.
Today, Saka Ken and keep us secret no Beka Akufo-Addo no be otimi keep secret. Ken would have revealed that secret to Akufo-Addo for Akufo-Addo not to appoint Atachia as a minister. What is he talking about?
AFIA. Ken also mentioned, sir, the details of the conversation he won't release yet.
Up to date,
he has not released it. And he also said,
there are more damning things, sir.
He also said that under President Kufuor, AU Village, he bought a $500,000 home and dashed Atachia. But for Atachia too,
Atachia responded and Atachia said, no, he has also pushed this thing to Ken. Say Ken will deed now of Ambra, lead no covering a dine of Ambra. Second was the document covering the house of Ambra. Over anything that will prove so more no Atachia. So he is responded. He has also responded.
Mami mremu kakra. Ken kasa otoda ma Atachia. It could be friendship way. Ebia Ken. Mahuda do or is legal, person me koto.
But when you on top
so say can me prove the deed anyway. ABI is not on document, right? I'm just assuming ABI is not on document. Okay, Mahuda we me koto me call $100,000, but Charlie me crack 50. Me 50 so ata and you remember 50 account now there.
Okay.
He probably can give you that money. That doesn't show.
Check no can never check him right.
Sometimes he contradicts himself. Ken can just go out there and write a check and backdate it on that day. No, they are better saying, how about that? Sometimes I think because I touch him because law school no I trust you. I don't think they have it. Because as smart as he is and call himself as a lawyer, you don't sit on national radio or national TV to say such things. Maybe I mean call law school.
But you should be fair in your language to him.
Thank you. I'm trying to bite my teeth. If you have assembly to so what I say, because like I said, Ken should bring the checker. Me the checker, me quack of family old check and write the amount and put that date on it. Now the better say date I'm the man. And also, can you defend that? Sometimes when we are speaking, we should be in. Yeah. If you ask me, let me put it there.
But Ken team, no, I must have more team. No say no, and you touch your phone or dinner. Say dynasty, no, or say or the Kate Yamon. Kate Yamon. I think that anytime we go to the craft, because Kate Yamon can also jump in and come and say something else. It was say and let that matter die. Otia say, but over this year I'm also more responding to one started say yen ka we nche we one started here Baumia come na attack him first and I'm attack Baumia and
AFIA, thank you for asking this question and I met me go to get that was so besides asking. You know when all this started? It started when they decided to go for 10Q tour.
Okay.
Number one.
Elikem kasa same way.
Omuko ya na omuko 10Q tour no. Omuko share no na omai being said. So 10Q tour no itself no. Let's bring Ken in. Near fan corner yakwa embarrassing the public at trade delegates. This is how we're gonna put our structure. Yeah, the neko we are. Yakwa ada say ebe mo no di kan kasa na ye we are ne kasa no kan ni ama others na ba to come and condemn his speech or disown the associate ourselves from what he will say. No, they made him talk or first thing I call Koka say already bye no. Or the child panema delegate and from so be MPP ayom. Ade be MPP yam etia umbiano ojina penifo nyina na mo pom chew. Enti mo fan cheye na mo no going forward no. You be correct your mistakes. Now you ba mu bi you be kai no. Yes and quite. O kan we awaka bone. O kan we ye no anyo mo de. Ena I think say one of them came but Yamana Nkasa during that time no so the same platform me modin Nana B obi ko board Nana B asum our platform achi say why would they allow Ken to speak before them? Eno ye katasu muamuaso. Emma yanka ho asem bio. Omuko pie was it Bruno region or baby? Ken kasa wie ya pe e no ma abronye be attack him.
On the okay.
So attack started from there. And on by attacking no. Attacking abronye kasa wie okon. Afia, I want you to go back and watch the video. Abronye kasa wie ya pe e no dan no ko shake ba o mi o man 5. Ka o ma wie adwuma na ma wie ni nyina. And we all saw it. I don't think Coacham can so. Yes, ba Ashanti region or baby. Oh, partner, I be working nipa second. Yeah, just say.
You know.
Yeah, thank you. It is a yes orchestrated plan and a well calculated thing. I know more yet to it can't head in or say, baby, I didn't con one shot. You be cool be bashalo. Let me redraw. And or train who free. Thank you, Todd. No, contrary fee. Adreno. That is why can't free moon and the best see because can't free now for thank you, Todd is not relevant. Come by Biafra, camera be a new mochi. Obekaya after can withdraw name one constituency by more omunya publicity no. They didn't get it. And in a year will be show mumu. A free ho and I feel me nimnia quartia and I brought your contra to me radio. Kodi di ken attempts and the sin nadia and send me work rabbit to me nor did the Sunday kum bed drilling in our 12. Nina was a plan what they are provoking because in second year they come hand in Tinuko Kana.
I did say about me team sponsor a brought you to attack Ken.
Thank you. Etino Iba Abronya was fully sponsored. Said Jik Yajuma we my na chino. Because that's the only time I'll be nyano. And I young team ni binu su nya bu trade ye papa de trans here say listen. Adi omu ye nyina set up. They want you to come out to retaliate to what is going on. Don't utter a word, don't say a word, let them do. Omuya at the end of the day is rather going to elevate you. Send the Elikam Kaino. Almost at this omudi can begin to get that sympathy support.
Vote, okay.
And then vote sympathy support. I feel now some of the Baumia camp no plan come over Baumia. Obviously, I feel the Muyama Brusso. That be the Yamuya Ken is right. Then people start shifting to Ken. I know many also, but now it's too late to stop Abronya. And then Abronya continue pushing. Obia Besode so. Yes, we say two things on the internet near there. There are no bloggers na there. But any frontline idea from Ken camp did not utter a word. Or media Abronya tem, ya niba umia tem, ya country. If you talk about bloggers now, yes, Ubia can the day. But frontliners may become nobody utter a word.
The big question I did be Uncle Fobus and Saint we need this racer. Can there be unity to the extent that Ken Becker or best support him?
Afia, that's a good question, but I would rather want you to vice versa. Second, we near. But me for Rombebana.
Yeah, but who knows? They say who can camp. That's why I'm asking you that. You know.
Afia, you know more can. Afia, be saying. Can you be at them? Who says here? Your friend will be beside there. Who say can be at them? Name one person I can't do that them individually. Name one to me. I'll be I was on be a hawker. Ken was defending MPP on national platforms. Say be a NDC for ya there now. Of course, not from no Tiasia. You go and see the Comrasante and I say Kabamu. No, I could defend it. And sometimes we all know how he expressed himself. Oh no, Obia Samhana, he wants to come out and say it. That doesn't mean so bad baby Obiate. Man who's on say we are boy, we are passia, we are argument. And all the time, people misconstrue you. Your confidence as an arrogant and only a problem again now. Last time I fear me my scenario said I brought you promo ayeti say Obako school yan fam free Ghana kolako school na say akola ye ko school that be odi teacher kasa no ayedi obi a friend na no ko obo na teacher for na friend parents o buy do obuade o on Pecas Akola or better class are quiet. Yes, this Akola, papa. In American system, Akola and school not transit D no Pecasa. School board of director will call the parents and ask you, say, what's wrong with your child? One, is he traumatized? And now be Hano. We build confidence.
Okay. And the confidence
exactly. Okay. And he can in all his life, no matter what I said, the grown-up adult life, he live here in the United States. And, as confidence as he is, they take that as arrogance. I don't think only Ghanaian problem or facing. But the man is not arrogant. You have to get close to him to know, said, no. As some papa can, me fan conson yen in a son was a toasman, I said, toasman. One.
Yeah, man, but back to attaching anyway, fire, many are there.
If you Jerry can't cry, almost what come
Eric, come on me.
Almost what come on Faga.
Yeah, Obi send him message say boss na e kan
Jerry, is it Ghana hair?
And again come casa.
Oh no, that means it's from you.
Oh yes, yeah, they attend casa pa. But me Jerry me casa hote.
I will tell stuff you me tell me
casa because me so me tell casa loud and very clear. He's loud and clear.
Jerry want to mean ka? Okay.
I'm Crawford and I'm mute to me. I'm better.
But I can pato casa.
Jerry want to mean ka?
Because Jerry also can person say, "Say the word malafaka." Excuse my French. You say, "Oh boss, can they about politics more status or through man in Crawford?" Obi Crampon scientific for sending message say, "Oh boss, why you President Muhammad?" In fact, media mechanic Charlotte said the say, "Charlotte say position ya we easy no cry ye, best brand or boy." That's one later. Or be part of when a man pressure say more on Casano or no be part of, but he said it. And the argument say, "Oh boss, indeed, atema oboa." O boss na jitum say first no kasa man try and then there was almost be entregano say he's very matured.
Let's accept that, but basically now you can say Obi to say President Mahama, His Excellency, can about Abonte how many times to apologize to him?
Okay,
he has come on boldly more than 3 times. Alekem is my witness. Just recent interview on UTV, he repeated himself or say he will apologize to Mama until say Mama will accept it finally. Because when who says party, no, he has realized that at the end of the day, they tag him say Bonia Odi. And since the days of Moses, you know 10 commandments, you know. You until you the 11th commandment. In Tunisia, you man the 10 sins of Canada, Japan there. All for one in account member 11 commandments. It is the 10 sins, you know, or he will keep that 10 sins instead of 11 sins. It is not going to attack anybody. What no can say? And this is for after the attacking this or the crowd or end this mama no end this informant or no more information. Look at all this. You compare to obi pet. Yes, okay, now come information. Ridiculous.
Okay.
You know.
I mean, remember video. People are saying so. Be a here sticker. Yes, sticker there. Oh yeah, tintin kasi anganye. Hete, Vimwa sticker the support Canada Agyapong. Everybody needs a sticker in his campaign. I know Vim get one. Yes, what on reply attaching. Attaching engineer. But Alicam,
if you sticker Nanka on your politician, I am pretty sure say he would have been in Hollywood by now.
I'm telling you. Oh, yeah,
acting party, sticker is number 1. What
Oh,
can
you
you?
know the way Atiana.
Hey, sticker.
Oh, well, it came.
Do you remember said sticker before Papa no original radio so no suma mama. Hey, I don't will be a
But you were genuinely crying though.
When they came to power, did you remember what the kind of things, the kind of nonsense sticker said to Ghana people? And at some point, you know, I'll say, I think, yeah, that is sticker for you. This guy can act, eh? And you see, when they came to power, the kind of things that they will say, he said there, and then you see right now, look at sticker worshiping God. Hey, even campaign as some boy nyum keke, just the club about God. He would have hit his head on the ground.
So are you saying that the guy is not genuinely in Canada, Japan? Because I think he's genuine.
No. No. The guy is in Canada, Japan's camp. I'm just saying that he is an actor. And by the way, Stika is one of the most intelligent human beings in the MPP. Fact. That is a fact. He's a very intelligent guy. But the only thing is that the drama, no only say drama, no, the drama, it's just, he can withdraw the drama, just talk your facts and just go. He's a very intelligent guy. And I respect him so much. But you see, those are some of the things that people play. Back to the MPP, like things like this. You are the political place, Charlie. Hey, and you can even see the glory, not just because. That was it.
Oh, because young boys, I think that boys here. I say, Jama, no, they know what Jim.
That is what, and I make when you are talking about a beautiful Hollywood actor, you see, when you get here, you can be able to adapt and be able to act like them. When you get here, you should be able to adapt and act like them. If you take Sticker to Wulomo, he will worship Pepe like that. When you take him to Juju place, he will be like that. And when you take him to the mosque, Sticker will pray in the mosque right now. I love Sticker. He will speak to you in Arabic. Like Sticker is, I have faith in Sticker. I have faith in Sticker. The thing is that look, the funny thing about Prof, they say,
about this Baomia camp, and is he expected this way come away because over the last week it's gone to another level where Adwasafo Atuama. Baumia Canada Japan say Mobi and Tuaba Mobi Didi Matem. Mobi and Tuaba Mobi because no Ken buy on Tuaba man. And the Ken Baumia team now say release attaching and now pay more fire on a first Canada Japan camp. In the past, said Omokana also been passed by fire Baumia camp. Did you expect this kind of hardcore Unibiana? Is it the same as Funka Games and are different?
Let me tell you something. It is very, very unfortunate that Baumia's camp themselves, they have created their own problem, just like the MPP. You see, the people in the leadership of the MPP today are the ones who are elected Baumia. So the thinking is the same. Okay. The thinking is the same. And that is what Jerry said earlier. Jerry Karcher will say, these same people voted for Baumia in the past. So the orchestration is that let us get these same people to vote for him again. The thinking is the same. Yeah? If I ask you, do you know that an average person who may not be a Ghanaian, if you ask him, the person say, how many people are running in the MPP elections primary? You know, they will say only 2 people. Yeah. You know that. You know why? Because Baumia's team have given credence to Kennedy Japan. They themselves have lifted him up. They lifted him up because you see, if he was not a co-equal, if he was not a big deal, you wouldn't talk about him. The people who are not big deals, do you hear about Baumia come talking about them? They don't talk about anybody else. So, and you see, mark my words, if you know, 2024, you and I, we had these conversations here. And everything that I said about the NDC came to pass. And what is happening right now is also coming to pass. Here, if Baumia should win the next primaries, if Baumia wins the next primaries, it will take a miracle for Baumia to win the next primaries. Because, you see, what his people are doing, if Baumia has any level of intelligence left, he should call everybody to book. Look, don't ignore if forgive my language, Jerry, if they have anything to say, they should ignore Canada Japan. Stop talking don't mention his name, crap. If they go anywhere, they ask about Canada Japan. at least pretend as if it doesn't exist. Who are you talking about? And if you have anything sensible to say it to the people of Ghana. Did you see the video I posted when Bamia was saying that when they come to power, they will have this thing and only MPP people will get work? Somebody should advise him. That. Oh, it's on my phone. I can send it to you. Let me see. And then I wrote there, say, who is advising this guy? That is the kind of thing. When you remember when the national elections, when Bawumia gets 10 votes, Napo will go and destroy 7. Now what they are doing is that some of the few sensible people in Bawumia's camp, when they go and bring 10 votes, Bawumia himself and some of the leaders of Bawumia camp, they will go and throw away 15.
It's Bawumia one essay or move vote by attacking Kennedy Agyapong.
Absolutely. You don't have to say anything to him. If you look, but after today, have you heard any policy thing that Bawumia have said? Have you heard anything that he has said today?
No.
But
Bawumia campaign also can digitization, can job creation,
It is possible. It is possible.
What about first and funding for party grassroots for executive?
If you are going for national elections, this is, you see, the only thing you were able to say is funding for national executive, which you and I know he won't do. You and I know he won't take Ghana money to fund the party executives. You and I know that.
The parties cannot see the bay.
The party was that's the party work. So I'm saying to you, sir, they don't seem to have anything to say. By now, the same Bawumia who asked Mr. Atta 170 questions cannot ask any question. He is not saying anything sensible. And like Kennedy Agyapong said, even national elections, they were just digitalization. You see what you did right now? We are talking about a former vice president. We are talking about a guy who worked in the Bank of Ghana. So the only thing that you can say about him is digitalization. And again, you and I know, we've proven to the people of Ghana, said, Bawumia didn't start anything digitalization. You saw the video of which he himself admitted, and again, if you don't have, I will send it to you, and it is there, it is online. He himself admitted, say, the mobile interoperability, no, MPP, NDC phone start yeah. That's kind of that. He said it on Kwame Sefaka's program. And you know, he didn't do anything new, but then he tried to coin these words and confuse people like Prof. And then they got excited. Unfortunately, the people of Ghana saw through the noise. You see, the people of Ghana, you can't take them for granted. If Bawumia's team doesn't have anything to say, if they have anything to say, they would have been talking by now. Look, proposal. Have you heard how many ministers Bawumia said he's going to rule the country with? Have you heard how many regions he's saying that he may create or may not create? Have you heard how many hospitals he said he will build? Have you heard how many schools he said?
When he was flag bearer for MPP, he did.
I'm talking about now. Now
I haven't heard. But first,
I'm talking about President of Ghana. Who's he coming, Kruma? If you're Jai, sir. Man, yes, sir. I'm talking about correct. You can't correct affairs. I will say. Two boys, Prof to boss. The thing, Prof. I saw about Bakan. Would a more, the Ababa can say, would a more, but to boss. You can't. Pen for Prof for pen the paper for pen the paper natural. There's some make.
Money all and annually can patch all and not Prof from Bra.
See, Bawumia's people. There are 5 candidates. In fact, one of the first people to attack Bawumia was Brian Agyapong. For some reason, the Bawumia team, they are not attacking him. And you see Brian Agyapong is slowly going down. He's vanishing.
Why?
Because they are not giving him credence. The Bawumia team is not giving him any.
Okay.
He's going down. Educhum rised up, giddy. Almost say education. He said he did it. They are not responding to him. They are not saying anything to him. Nobody can even see Educhum on the sheet. But Kennedy Agyapong, Bawumia's team themselves have realized that look, they are looking up to him. And you see what Kennedy Agyapong is doing. Just like Jerry is saying, hey, they have called us. They said don't attack Bawumia. Why? Because Bawumia is nothing to them. He is nothing to them. And because he's nothing to them, they don't see a reason to talk about him. The people you look up to are the people you talk about. If you don't look up to a person, you don't talk about a person. And so long as they continue to talk about them, January, I'm saying, it go shock them. And by the time they finish the election, they will realize you would have.
You are saying you are predicting Bawumia Beluzu.
I'm not predicting. I'm telling you, Bawumia Beluzu, okay. I'm telling you.
Prof. What do you also think this back and forth between Bawumia camp and the Ken camp? No, normal to say Alan any Kufuado there. ana Kufuor ne Akufo-Addo de normal ye say NDC Funka Games ana Kuredu ni Atamils de na normal.
Okay, we are starting free a check kakra. See anyina ye 2020 elections, 2012 elections, 2016 elections. Ni nyina President Mahama and any team and a contest ni nyina. So enti ni American say Bawumia and say Kennedy and Brian Obia Obawin no. The team no MPP for they will rally behind him. Just in politics, name recognition is very, very important. And that is why President Mahama was given every opportunity. Even when he lost by 1 million votes, people never lost hope in him. They gave him the chance. And then 2020 and 2024, we see the outcome. Until the Americans say Bawumia, say Kennedy, say Brian, Obia Lady MPP, no, or enough time to bring the people together. I'm telling you, to bring the people together. Just look at what Muhammad did. He lost over 1 million votes. He became very miserable. But by and large, he was able to put himself together and then told the nation, said, these are the things I did wrong. So please give me another chance. And now look, the number of votes he won is more than anything that we cannot imagine. So what I'm telling you is that Kennedy Agyapong, Bawumia, anybody, yeah, Obenya chance to represent MPP, no. The first thing that person will tell the nation is that we have realized the mistakes we did, and so now we are coming with what? Clean sheets. So join us and let us do the job for you. And
okay.
that's going to work.
Who said this Bawumia camp attacking Kennedy Agyapong? Kennedy Agyapong camp attacking. In fact, what I say, you catch one of the mom attacking Kennedy Agyapong. But Bawumia camp no so feel say a camp na starting attack no. And almost I say yeah gentle ache. In the sense we release and for almost attack or movie. It this you know so bakery when and every in a buy.
Well, say Obia who say Dr. Bawumia de Obia anti say be some phone from num. And I caneno so ne camp no kra no menyini say we are aware to mo can be a enya dia to we call round and himfo say do say ko to wo mo himfo say yes sabi wa ho brasi enti ye bedi wachi wa ho brasi enti Kennedy asua saade na mo no so so wo sakra so enti wo ka so ni di obi atem da no Kennedy minim tenant sakra no hunu party for nse to man to amano a ne beba say but what you are saying is tie
Ali money land.
I was going to correct one thing.
Yeah, can say
Prof, ya te fun bebre fi Bawumia no na e wan te akasemante yen ya te bebre.
so yeah, what did you be at them?
That be your party say the camp. I didn't even count such a personality so camp against camp. And him pana punchlines if you because everyone in the every both side because Bawumia camp. Abronye or Bawumia camp.
Yes.
Abronye or Bawumia camp. Bawumia camp. I said I just say men to aba mo bi odidi atem. Or Bawumia camp.
They say no.
Attach.
But the two teams, you know, so you elected a flag bearer, no, they will come together. But Abronya, dear,
historically, a normal say co-prime minister.
Yes. And this is Krabia Simuda. Amam Nana Quadi Tino home. So whom a BC Muda Manana Quadi watching who on the any kunu a president. They say in the Banso by MPP. Yet it's Omofiano. Obi him how they were living. The same house, the same family. Where a National Democratic Party and was here NDC. Kakran. And the parties there divisions but the smart ones are able to patch up. No more combo because one combo more obedinku go the bia. One combo more obedinku go.
No matter how we attack each other, na affect Ochina 2028 candidate you know any 2028 elections.
2024 no Osha no attack no. And a ma MPP for lose bitterly because Kennedy necessarily no see attack Bawumia and I say Alan so once what 10 when you just said and the crane ma party near Bassa did the American say almost your answer they say Mahama Kennedy a businessman Mahama minimum contract or the amount But so timini Baumia yako, and Baumia so timini Kennedy yako. Now more
Prof,
we near.
I would say this is unfair. This is unfair to Kennedy.
You see, Prof,
No,
Because
Makani here.
Prof,
I
Prof, I would like to cut you off here. Because these are some of the things that Prof, Debbie, I want to answer Prof here.
Whoever wins
Prof, so you are not Prof.
You are being unfair. Mama contract then or the Kennedy. You see, if you want to say me can earlier no. Omo no mo keka say afraid you can't cry your informant mama. You know, you guys need to Prof, you live in abroad. You live in abroad. You live in USA. Stop this.
No, and
as educated as you are, you don't talk like this on national
MPP here, Kennedy, 100 times.
Okay. What is the
Kennedy, 100 times. And we will work to keep him within the party.
Jerry, don't waste your energy.
Kennedy,
Prof,
to keep him in the
Prof
party.
has nothing to say.
Period.
Prof, you are saying
because now because unim contractor ya makena mama dia mama contract no dey come it was sign contract say o ma ba umi enwi election man.
Oh, there be one thing here.
Me say I heard you.
that's what you said.
My Mary phrasing here. What I wanted to say is say MPP ba government more contractor beer can be a best one so obi part be beba. So open you anymore. And me say about me and Kennedy and about winner. They will all come together and lead the nation. It won't be any year because MPP for almost Kennedy. Almost 100 times.
1 second. What is my Prof Kaya no? Prof say.
One compare about me on one constituency called Lucy. So, Mama ni side no. What your mom share? Now the American said 2028 no. Who ba woni about so Ghana.
Okay, Prof. One
way.
Before Jerry, one second.
Million votes. Nene obetimi aba woni pound. Sana MPP for on baba. Why? Whether can you
survive all these things?
MPP can
Prof Mobi Gazabi.
Prof,
you are going circle. Prof, the same thing you keep repeating.
Prof say about Miaba. And again, I'm not saying Ken is not qualified. So Ken is qualified, on your qualified, contract of Benyano, and then soon say this is the thing that is destroying Ghana. How can you say things like this when we are going for work primaries? Say contract of Nipa Bakubenyano, and then soon Chin. How do you know that? How do you get jammed there? That we will give you plenty of money.
To be fair, I think he was just trying to.
No.
I'm saying the tree sometimes how many, not the specific terminology no be used to know. But about to contract say. But
why will he say that? What I'm saying is that I agree with you. But
contract.
Exactly. Jerry is qualified. It's more qualified than Kennedy Agyapong in maybe 2030. But I can maybe Jerry is more qualified. How did you determine that he will get contract? Why are we going to with contract at this point?
Okay.
At this point,
I get your point.
Yes, I disagree with Prof. Some more can be brave. Because if some not can who he keep going circle and circle and repeating the same thing. One, MPP for a call parliamentarians and ministers Obiano awanya contract nibio. They get almost contract. But the question is the contract no no. If I saw bend the basuma Ghana. Etino say Kennedy enya the contract and or deep way if you let me give you good scenario. Because but one Prof brought this, I'll bring it in. E-Gate, right? How many dollars ne cost to Baumia say also I could build E-Gate? $250 million for E-Gate?
No, Baumia na contract na my company. Say Baumia na contractor.
He almost spearheaded here. He told Ghanaians that it cost $250 million just to build an e-gate. Now, Obia is $6 million. They are building cardio and dialysis center. Kolebu 37 military hospital, which accommodate about 80 beds. The cost involved was $6 million. Building gate. I'll do any cost for it cost Ghana $250 million. Are you kidding me? But Umiane can one about Ghana chrono. They are starting. You want somewhere more. Yeah, Papa Nama I want to say we shouldn't talk. But if this is the tangent Prof want to go, I'm going to expose his candidate. Who the 250 million building e-gate? Come on. Don't tell me, man. Don't come and tell me, sir. Ken contract. Ken is getting contract. The bottom line is I don't want to go there. Just keep quiet, let me talk. Keep quiet, let me talk. Who you penny? You don't do that.
Also, I say what I don't say.
What you kasa me
Kennedy. Also, the man is campaigning what he can do for Ghana. Can will be bad in the opinion. Or say, maybe decentralized ministries, or the Ministry of Agri, or the Northern Region, Ministry of Tourism, or the Voter Region, Energy, or the Bekoha, where the Central. That is what we call ideas, rich ideas. And near me, Bebo, Mino, and Oka. Meba, Mausa, bro, Ghana, yet media broye way, yet media broye way, yet media broye way, a bro Kwan, near Mamakumaku over 40, and I say, over 32, and near money in free banchimu, over 13 product, near free a bromu. Kube, you're over 10, these are jobs, are all cassette. Sabiba, Kube, Banchi, a bro, as well as what and gold. He said it emphatically. Just as I can you bet me Ashab Niama or Kana Ghana Yatiana Supermoa. Ghana is rich, but because
but that's your mama once. I say I Muslim Baya. Can MVP more over 20 years. I don't know why.
Thank you. Atachia Yobia. I said. Maybe I'm not law no yeah no anya Greek and count. He doesn't even understand what Ken is saying. Or yeah, just law. Who besides that send you do a broker, he probably don't know how to plant a broad seed. Yeah, all that I'm saying, they say. So who can say Ken or Pali then or MPP that the one farmer? I collaborate to best. That means oh yeah, propaganda politics. Yeah, me can be Tiano. And flyers about say they are going on YouTube for interview. I only saw Baumia picture on it. I don't know about Baumia and Kokasa and attach and Kojika. Because they know Baumia go now, but go for Nivika. Attach himself on Nufoso and Gangari or Kwako Yisemano. And some of Koka on maybe third grade across the what is he talking about? I collaborate you, maybe third grader, 7 years. Oh, because I'm
not poncho, and I want to attach him.
Pointing back, so I don't call so pointing. As some of Koka, excuse my French. As some of Koka, tell me, say interview attach your career.
No, competence, second in emotional intelligence. Can you qualify based on your Kana, Nevision? Ken is only qualified as a trade minister and not as a president.
Look at that.
President Betna Konyaso, who swear oath of secrecy. Naken go ni secrecy, onim secrecy. It will only look at another man swear oath of secrecy. Or no the cabinet as my better bonting. I know if any mante, Ken in him side or bronco for. He said all those things.
Afia,
the person responded.
Mammy responded. Ken or say Ken nim oath of secrecy. The patcho say again recent and near my SCC another care because obey president and some okay can be new idea because a comobia can need a prophobia d including on no attach here and yana no coca motherfucker case here and some of Kafra Kufuado home I go Heathrow Airport track Ken If Ken doesn't know how to keep secrets, Ken would have revealed it to Akufo-Addo. And yes, Akufo-Addo man in ministerial position. That is another secret. Yes, Atachia and the D, and that's what Dick or concern or yeah, Akufo-Addo tre Ken. And some of Kafa, Akufo-Addo can tre Ken, or Heathrow Airport.
I mean, I'm keeping a secret till today.
Today. Saka Ken and keep that secret, no, Becca Akufo-Addo, no, be Timmy keep secret. Ken would have revealed that secret to Akufo-Addo for Akufo-Addo not to appoint Atachia as a minister. What is he talking about?
AFIA. Ken also mentioned, sir, the details of the conversation he won't release yet.
Up to date,
he has not released it, and he also said,
there are more damning things.
He also said that under President Kufuor, AU Village, he bought a $500,000 home and dashed Atachia. But for Atachia too,
Atachia responded, and Atachia said, "No, I say, he has also pushed this thing to Ken. Say, Ken will deed now on Fambra, lead no covering a dine of Fambra. Second, what the document covering the house of Fambra, over anything that will prove so more no Atachia. So he is responded." He has also responded.
Mami Mramukakra. Second, cause I told them my Tachia. It could be friendship way. Bia, oh, Ken, Mahuda do or is legal, person koto.
But when you like to
so say Ken may prove who they did any way. Bia is not on document, right? I'm just assuming ABI is not on document. Okay, Mahuda we me koto me call $100,000, but Charlie. We grab 50. Meaning 50 so. Oh, and you remember 50 account now the account.
Okay.
He probably can give you that money. That doesn't show.
Check no can never check him ra.
Sometimes he contradicts himself. Ken can just go out there and write a check and backdate it on that day. No, they are better saying how about that? Sometimes I think because because law school no I trust you. I don't think they have it. Because as smart as he is and call himself as a lawyer, you don't sit on national radio or national TV to say such things. Make me call law school, me call
sure, but you should be fair in your language to him.
Thank you. I'm trying to bite my teeth. If you have assembly to so I say because like I said, Ken should bring the checker. Me the checker, me quack of family old check. I write the amount and put that date on it. Now the better say date I'm the man. And also, can you defend that? Sometimes when we are speaking, we should be in. Yeah. If you ask me, let me put it there.
But Ken team, no. I must have more team. No say na enya attach your phone or then say dynasem no. Or say or the Kate Yamon. Kate Yamon. I think that anytime we go to the Grafra, because Kate Yamon can also jump in and come and say something else. Into say enya no let that matter die. But this year I'm also more responding to one starting one starting about me come na attack him first and I'm attacking about me and
thank you for asking this question and I met me go together was you know when all this started? It started when they decided to go for thank you talk.
Okay.
Number one.
Elikem kasa same way.
Omuko ye na omuko thank you to no. Omuko share no na omo dey say. Sa thank you to no itself no. Let's bring Ken in. Near fan corner yakwa embarrassing the public at delegates. This is how we're gonna put our structure. Yeah, the neko we are. Yakwa ada say ebe mo no di kan kasa na ye we are ne kasa no kan ni ama others na ba to come and condemn his speech or disown the associate ourselves from what you say. They made him talk or first thing I call Koka say already buy no. Or the child panema delegate and from so be MPP ayom. Ade be MPP yam etia umbiano ojina penifo nyina na mo pom chew. Enti mo fan cheye na mo no going forward no. You be correct your mistakes. Now you ba mu biara you be kind. Yes, and quite. O can we our carbon. Okay, we no, I know mo de. Ena, I think say one of them came, but Yamana and Kasa. During that time, no, saw the same platform. Me modin Nana B obi kobo Nana B assume our platform achi. Say why would they allow Ken to speak before them? Eno ye katasu muamuaso. Emma yanka ho asem bio. Omo kopie was it Brun region ho baby. Ken kasa wie ya pe and omo ma abronya be attack him.
On the okay.
So attack and started from there. And on by attacking no. Attacking abronya kasa wie okon. Afia, I want you to go back and watch the video. Abronya kasa wie ya pe and odan no ko shake ba omi o man 5. Ka o ma wie adwuma na no ma wie ni nyina. And o trance. We all saw it. And don't think coacham can so. Yes, ba Ashanti region o baby. Oh, pa ni abewo kan nipa sekan. Ya chese.
Okay, you know.
Yeah, thank you. It is a yes orchestrated plan and well calculated thing. I know more yet to it can't shade in us, baby. I didn't con one shot. You be cool be bashalo. Let me redraw. And or train who free. Thank you to no contrary fee. Adreno. That is why can't free moon and the best see because can't free now thank you to is not relevant. Uncle baby camera be a new mochi. Obekaya after Ken withdrawal no name one constituency more omunya publicity no they didn't get it. It in a year obi be show mumu e free ho and afa mi nim ne kwati ahomam and abronya kotra untumi radio kodi di Ken attempts and say na de nsem ni bu okra mitimi nka na ode ne sabekum be dwiri ni nyina to agu ni nyina was a plan work. They are provoking because in second year, ne kuma hand into no kana.
And you are saying about me team sponsor Abronya to attack Ken.
Thank you. Etino, if Abronya was fully sponsored, say, Jik, Yajuma we my na yefa chino, because that's the only time I'll be nyano. And I young team ni binu su nya bu trade ye papa de trans here say listen. Adi omu ye nyina ye set up. They want you to come out to retaliate to what is going on. Don't utter a word, don't say a word, let them do. Omuya at the end of the day, no, is rather going to elevate you. Send early no. Almost starting somebody can begin to get that sympathy support.
Vote, okay.
And then vote, sympathy support. I feel
okay.
Now some of the Baumia camp no cry now come more Baumia. Obviously, I feel the Muyama Brusso. The Ken is right. Then people start shifting to Ken. And but now it's too late to stop Abronya. And then Abronya continue pushing. So yes, we say one of two things on the internet near there. There are no bloggers na but any frontline via from Ken camp did not utter a word. Or maybe Abronya tem, ya niba umia tem, ya country. If you talk about bloggers now, yes, Ubia can be edited. But frontliners may become nobody utter a word.
The big question at the Biancophobus and Santiago said, Baumia, we need this racer. Can there be unity to the extent that Ken Becker or best supporting Anna?
Yeah, that's a good question, but I would rather want you to vice versa. Second, we near Baumia for Rombebana.
Yeah, but who knows? They say who Ken camp. That's why I'm asking you that, you know.
Afia
Baumia never win here. Ken bet any bet me na kwa ba ba ya adwuma na.
Sir, ebeba sir, ebe depending on 24 no national executive any whatever community their name is. But you ask us Ken who win here, would they also join? Because the starters are brewer no.
Okay.
I didn't know if you have formed by the corner Ken is winning. There's no amount of Akola crowd, Akola band there. Because Ken is winning. One, sir, last prime minister, you call it Baumia government machinery, Okra police council, military, one armed forces, commander in chief of Ghana, so Kufuor or Tadachi, name it, all security apparatus, everybody, ministers, MD, NCD, whatever they call them. including Prof 40. Ominyina taba omiachi. Ekosi saying Ekomaya 41%. Electoral Commission crowd or time I did results in 9 constituencies in Beka. It's up to 38.2.
38.
But it's okay, let's maintain the 41%. Because 41% came in and now there's still a standing 9 police station by. After Sana and Beka, it came to 38.2. But yeah, now so some of us we know say Baumia got 38.2. Thank you. It is a Samutia said, Sandipa where you're presenting in Magana, you're marketing for 16 solid years. Now, most 16 years, let you know, Ababa put the answer in fan come you know. I don't see any logic in this. If you are no more references, say, Kufuor compressor, like Kufuor compressor. If you think about it, and yes, I be a Canadian, you call back, a Dubai call back, your Pamon. John Mama and Kasa Yaka, John Mama won in his first term. Dr. Hilary Man, or call back, we need Dr. Buzia, or we need first time, or call it. It is a son of Canada, and yet there's so many references. We shouldn't even go there.
Okay.
As politicians, don't tell them, we call a Kufado, a come you, Kufuor come here. So that means about me, I come pre-9. In the in a systematic way, there. But will go 4 times before winning.
Okay. Okay.
Let's put that aside.
Mami Musa we answer na mako prof or prof mpesa me yasa wo ba wo mia camp officially na ma yehu alika me ba ho ba I want them to sort this one out first me ba ho pa whether prof e wo ba wo mia camp officially na prof me ba because you are speaking
Well,
like
I'm not a registered member of Baumia. I'm not a registered member. The last time I registered for this line was in 1992. Ebikrani and Wobo Mubi. Now, the American say, Jerry, say,
about me, team Baumia.
May will be a or minor or between me a koyanim.
Is that Ken Anna? Is that Educhu Mana Baumia?
Ken Adiabaqua, Metanechi. Duchuna Diabaqua, Metanechi.
It was officially Baumia camp.
Minini camp, but medium stand for progress. Here, I stand for progress.
Why
Oh, my name. Mr. Obio Baba, and your first say, you know,
the Reman and knockout.
Here, oh, Nigeria Sunburn Waka, Kennedy crowd, how small Kawaka say Jaika. Kennedy, Jerry Smoke, Kennedy Waha, Kawaka say Jaika. What I'm saying is that Mumia Mua will be obedient or man and him. No man, I ye. You never be able to
man prof.
Sir Kennedy Baba, young United, and the Makacho said, Kennedy, let me say that again. Here, MPP for here Kennedy, because or adrenaline MPP for to hear Baumia, MPP for here Brian, and Tisa Nipa means somebody party, or be a party more a year. Now, Momian try say, young won't you, whatever 2024, Amania 2, MPP for no, Sam won't you, Edna Mikacho say, Sir Kennedy Crow, Kajari, some of the brow can Kawaka say, withdraw because on any abris will be your mind in him. A combo first will be Son of can
you name one?
Saying,
but prof, second we need to see about me able to be
yes, but
can there be unity for the general election?
I'm telling you, sir, second winner, Baumia will never run away or be support no, because he likes unity within the party. Take it from me. I think you are recording this into the Davidua.
Yeah, recording.
Kennedy winner, Baumia will never run away. Baumia will never run away.
Okay, yes. And
Brian will also not run away. They will all follow him.
Okay.
I'm telling you, right. Brian will never run away.
Okay. And someone because Brian Subeka said about Mianfaka Prama Eastern region. He had to bankroll everything from 24 Kanina Wachia and an Atosia Kasomubo about Mia or Mono Munire Janino. So I don't know how
there will be a turmoil. They'll come together to fight.
Okay.
With a strong arrowhead. Yes.
How this compares to Funka games? Because I know say between Funka Games at Tamil to come in and Akunedu come. Yeah, two abanu and Kunedu team now anko support it for the campaign. If I take you back to 2004, Obeda Samuamu Diano, NBC Congress, and I was there, I reported all those Congress up to Tamadeni, and I reported. When Obeda Samuamu Assembly by Roman Kobwa, Rollins and Crawford, no executives, no Anya campaign. They have to do the campaign on their own. It's the prof so normally it's a division back. They are not losing, especially acrimonious. They say over there some more time, no. They will not go and support. I want you to see. Do you think that the Omumi and way we need a support possible?
Yes, I firmly believe in this. Nkugo and so until they will come together.
Okay,
they will come together. Look. In 1979, power election no. Samoka ya ama President Lima Baby T Victor no. And then wa manfo team. But sabi womo yaba for no munim the history of the political party. Kakran they were able to regroup and about winning power. And yamu kan hano. Mo de mo mi anyina nhwe 2028 all of them will come together and then fight a worthy cause to win power to move the nation ahead.
Do you think they're possible? Taking Funka Games
let me. You will be such a question, me and Nubi. I mean, let me answer some before you continue. Okay. One, you ask, say, Usi Atacha say, Ken has been in the MPP for all of these years. Why hasn't he? If was it about me? I would told you, say, even Vice President Biantino. Is it about me? I would told that even him as Vice President, nobody was taking his advice.
Yeah.
So if Vice President Grampo, nobody was taking his advice, then a common MP, who is not even a minister, who would have listened to him? That is one. Secondly, we'll say, will they help? And then, and this part, let me be very careful and let me be passionate. I'm a healthcare, let's say healthcare worker by technicalities. See, let's be careful the way we talk about people's health. If we are going into an elections, and again, Jerry and Co, forgive me, if people can make statements like sabi, opening somebody's head is not different from opening your mouth. It's not different from opening your stomach. It's not different from opening your chest. It's not different from opening your leg. It is all your body.
C-sections exactly. Does it affect your health?
Exactly. No, like people fall sick and they go to the hospital. There is nothing wrong with it. You can go under surgery and by the way, people who have gone through some of these surgeries are healthier than people who have not gone through anything. Because maybe what they know now, you don't even know, say you have bigger problem. So this, and I listen to matured MPP people saying things like and I'm saying that for healthcare purposes, we cannot. You see, the next thing that is going to happen is that even if somebody say, the doctor tells somebody that, oh, you know, there is a little bit of tumor in your head, we need to do this. The person will say, because we can't stigmatize things like that. And the reason why I say that carefully is that when you make some of these statements, it goes beyond politics. And when you win, it becomes very difficult for the person to work with you. Because you are the one.
Because of
it has gone past it has gone past politics. When you go into healthcare and you go to family lives, you are breaking any opportunity to reconcile.
First and foremost,
somebody called Poka.
Yes. And you hear people say things like that, and you are asking yourself, say, why will somebody open his mouth to say a thing like that in politics just for the sake of? And again, even if it is true, like what? So what? Like you don't know what happened. You don't know what the person did. You don't.
And the money here even more dangerous if you take 2028 elections. People said the same thing about Atamos. Right. Atamos went on to win the elections in 2028.
Exactly.
And became the president. And we should be careful how we use to Yari. And you say, even before Atamos died, no, there were people who didn't show one sign of sickness.
Exactly.
Exactly. Health conditions can happen to anybody.
Thank you. So let's put that away. Let the MPP stop this nonsense. It doesn't make any sense.
Prof will be a deacon at them.
Prof, let's not go.
Hold on.
You see, and so let this end today. Baumia has gone under the knife before. Almost a lot of people who are that age have gone under the knife before. There is nothing wrong with it. It doesn't diminish your functionality as a human being. It doesn't destroy anything about a person. So let's put that aside. Now to the matter. You see, again, as something we're talking about Fonka and then Nana Konodu and NDC party near the end. You see, and that is why you see when Prof is doing the let's just say politics now. You don't even understand. You don't even understand why Prof is saying
we need
things
to talk
like that because
beyond the show. Okay, go ahead.
That is fine. For example, now earlier on Okasaya could say if you back if you now nipa baku now the whole house you don't even know who is who. And I'm like, you don't know the Abu Jinapos and the John Jinapos. You don't know them. You don't know the
oh yes, no for her. Yeah, I know that.
The NDC's vice chair Abanga and the brother who is in the MPP. You don't know Harashid Bawa and the brothers. You don't know all of this stuff. Like
Baumia family, yes.
Baumia himself. So why will you go why will you go to the gutters like that? It's unnecessary. The fact that Nana Konedu started another party, I mean, come on, Prof, you don't do some of those things. So to the point is that again, if you are to some extent you are right, but that is again that proves the point. Prof point say things have happened in the past. It didn't destroy any party. Just like you are saying, Kofoedia, as a trouble, as a trouble in that game. At the end of the day, the parties survived. So for you, for executive to say, we saying in term now one time you best solve it. I mean, why are you preparing for one? Why are you preparing for all of them? Why can't we hold elections 2 years to the elections? If there is any problem, call the people indoors, talk to them. If they won't listen, that is fine. Move on, because the choice of the people, nothing will wash it away. Nothing.
I just even remember as Elikem Okaze ya B.O.B. to say that Baumia ko yi ne hani Orlando. Sorry,
it's a stroke or something like that. Almost I didn't call London.
Yeah, I still surgery in London.
Health will not be
where your personal issue.
Health should not be the subject of any political discussion.
Because your party, no,
that is why I said. That is why I only said that. That is why I said that. Also went under the knife.
They are all working together. The Omo can be, and they all come out clean.
Okay,
Prof, use the mute. Prof, use the mute button, Prof. That is why I said that Baumia also went under the knife. Full stop. So let us put that aside. So if you're it's a contest. Even has Kotoko. It is a contest, so there will be conversations, there will be bragging, there will be all kind of things that will be done. But at the end of the day, does that mean that Katako and has not anything? One person will win, one person will lose, there will be a draw. So for a party executives to sit down and the brilliant idea they can come up with is that let us build the roof first. And then when we finish, we can build a lintel level. And when we finish, we can then build down. To think like that, and again, Prof, you don't understand what I'm saying. You think I'm talking about grassroots. You don't understand, so just listen. Don't worry about it. For a party to think that they can just circumvent the process and hand over the leadership, because you see, Prof, if you don't know, when a party loses power, the leadership of the party is the headquarters. The party chairman, the general secretary, the organizers, they become the leadership. Now, the only reason why they want to relinquish the leadership to another person quickly, because the moment they elect a flag bearer, that flag bearer becomes the leader of the party. So that person is in charge of everything. That person is in charge of fundraiser and everything. I'm not talking about campaign team, Prof. You don't seem to understand. I'm not talking about campaign team.
Your point is made. I'm saying,
yes.
Man, what I wanted to find out was to say,
Yes.
Nana Fredo never joined the main campaign team after losing Fonka Games.
That very one, yes.
Is it likely? And I also MPP cry, but even Alan Akufo-Addo, Alan people never joined a Nanado campaign to win elections. There were very clear divisions until Lomu win here, and you find even MPs who were on that side. I am on my appointment to that. And the Aslam person who are responding to Aslam and
Yes.
sometimes
no,
they may never come together, especially in acrimonious. Jerry can say, Jerry, excuse my friend, this become very personal. Yes, sir. Unity very dicey.
Yes.
Unity very dicey.
Yeah, that is what I'm saying, that it goes beyond politics at this point. And because it goes beyond politics, it becomes very difficult. And thanks to the lazy NPP national executives, in case one person loses, they have 3 years. 3 years to decide on anything they want to do. Because that is one of the reasons why the old people who had brains in the NPP, the Daroches, decided that if we are out of power 2 years, a year. If we are in power 1 year, for some reason, this JFK money, they feel say, look, we can't. So let us.
They are lazy.
They're completely being lazy. The process should have been followed. They should have stayed as leaders. They should have made sure, because you see, they lost elections to 2024 December, then 2025 December. By January, 1 year, you don't want to be leaders again. You want to hand over leadership to somebody else, and that person runs everything from their office now. That is pure laziness. That is purely not taking accountability. You did not even allow the party to even accept the defeat less than in a year. Okay. You need at least 2 years for this to go into the people, gradually work your way back. But what you are doing now, you see, what the best you will get is that if Baumia wins, the best you will get is that Kennedy Agyapong will keep quiet for the next 3 years. That is the best you will get. Well, the worst is that he will form a party or he will go independent. The best Kennedy Agyapong will get is that Baumia will keep quiet. The worst is that he will form a party, because 3 years is a long time.
I know it's dangerous. When Kennedy Agyapong start to cast or fight or party, any MPP better.
And if you one last thing, were we not here in Ghana when MPP said that they said what trim delegate process, and they were allowing every MPP member to vote, So what happened? That they are gradually chopping off all of those. They did voting, and over the whole country, they did elections for thousands and thousands of people. Right now, from what I hear, 220,000 delegates. How come the MEP is going back to the delegate process? Again, because someone is being lazy. You are supposed to raise funds from the branches, constituency, region, national, before you come to the flag bearer elections. Okay. This one, you are just demanding money from 5 people. And you have to do delegate elections. Okay. And cancel cancel the proxy vote. You are canceling so many things because you want one person to win. I wish them well.
Okay. Yeah, speaking about the proxy
vote. About proxy vote. We are against proxy vote,
No, I feel literally came proxy vote, yeah. From where the angle he is coming from now, you may think say and Quebec favor it. But in other words, it was going to go against us. Right? Eric, let me explain to you. Proxy, they are structure MPP the two. We even fight for it. Remember Roper?
Yeah.
Nanka okay. If Sen Komumbe follow the same structure and enquire bias, it was good. But what was going to happen? They said last primaries now you to Abana. Yet Chromo you also Yato Abano through electronical. Ubianya email, the email na you send it across Osaka there's a what to be. The next thing we heard, they say the whole diasporans in US has thrown their support behind one candidate, which is Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. We're winning 100%. Kenya Bako cry. It started from all this proxy. And they said, oh, Sanet here, and they say proxy in your bioma, says I do ACB. And they start fighting and say, no, proxy in the Ebebaso. They were fighting it because it was going to benefit one candidate. Now, you cancel proxy. No, I don't know if you have followed it very well. Ubo said there's some sort of particular group will be there fighting for it. They even wanted to take it to court and blah, blah, blah. You know the camp that they are fighting for. You see that in Narazos, they are coming from this particular camp. That is what they are fighting for. The woman said, you said Nipa 30, and I said Nipa 50. Ewo proxy wo kromwa. Yewo MPP penifo bi wo kroma. Let me use US as a reference. Me mo bi edi. Omuti kromwa. What they do ni say me Jerry, you come to me and ask Jerry Robert me akogana kotwaba. Me so that be due to my problem in college school near identity me ko. Oh, and they will proxy the farmer me, right? No, I Jimmy proxy. Oh, that be me proxy me farmer. Oh, that would the farmer me will be a obetuama candidate open. Trusting that person said.
And the people were buying the proxy votes.
They were buying from us. It is a $200 or a $300. Not their money. No, I Jimmy proxy no. It of the 2, 3, 300, 200, 200. No, when you pay 30. Let me just on hypothetical way no. You have to turn 300 times 3 by 3. That is how much 9,000, right? We're spending $9,000. They have top proxy vote. That 30 proxy he's going to sell it to one candidate. I'm not going to mention it. Some candidate, no, they command. They sell one proxy for $5,000. It's at the end of the day, no, it gives him $150,000. Wa pocket it until 9,000 if you ma when you see be free. Eye obi cocoa season.
Right.
I ought in the cocoa. Those people were going around TV interviews and all sort of interviews. So yeah, tears here the back court because they know that they are lost.
We are against proxy, no.
No, we wasn't against, but national neck for the bus.
If you just one line.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jerry, one line.
I mean, the link not to one. So person will friend we share with
Jerry,
you.
one line.
Any tension there now, but we are free so be join the link no for okay High Life Radio, Vim Lady online. You know, bet me afa. Now I join. Go Facebook or YouTube. So my penny comments into know to me join it with that. Elikem.
If you my understanding
is just a point of your personal more information.
Yeah, my understanding is that every constituency was bringing about 9 delegates, and to the US would have had maximum of 9. Maximum 9. 9 will not make any change. If you decide to buy it 1 million, it will not make any change.
Let me no. This time at this abuse. Remember when they decided to add old executives,
right?
To vote.
Expanded electoral college.
We end up getting almost close to about 100
in the US.
In the US.
But you see, but most of the people who are going to go, some few, like last year, I must say the whole proxy on the whole diaspora was 78.
I get your point. All that I'm saying is that not everyone who will be ready to go to Ghana and vote.
I understand.
And in that proxy, there was going to be a scheme. And that scheme, neck before we said last primaries, they be election committee they know all these things. So what I say, they know better than I do. Oh man, the trans say no. Send you here and AFIA POKUA.
There's no proxy vote in this primary.
No, if you want to vote and you live in abroad,
December ticket abroad.
So now, don't mind, and I will say, who person you president?
People like yourself near there, no more okay, some ticket.
Oh yeah.
By Jerry, you know that, but you see, on a light note, this is part of the problem that I'm saying. This is Kokosis in Maobi. And Naga chairman, be secretary, be our USA. Naga Jimmy 1,000 be the idea. Now the person cannot even get that one. Now he has to go all the way to Ghana to go and sell. He's still going to sell it anyway. They're still going to sell it anyway. And instead of selling it here, collect some 200, you still have to go home and stuff. No, this is Kokosis. People must eat. And these people are about to eat twice. These people are about to eat twice.
Exactly.
And You MPP people who will win the next one, make sure you punish your party.
Hey,
we will unite them. We won't punish them. We will unite them. And also, what we're gonna do, they say, it's about time we have to conscientize our own people. Tell them, idea we you don't do this. Party, you don't do this. I don't know, contest now, all the 5 contestants, everybody deserve it. You knew the other one. Among the 5, when they are back 2 minutes, man, bet me 2 minutes on general election, they are brave in terms of competing with NDC. Because I'm trying to do my NDC 4 years, they say, yeah, I have nothing against them. As almost first,
you think NDC is doing a good job now?
They're doing a fantastic job. And so, I said, some of young people try to condemn. Don't propaganda. If you are the if you are a Ghanaian and you say you don't see what NDC is doing now, not just Ghana, because me MPP me a Ken supporter. I want Mama to be succeed in his governance. Say Mama succeed here, that's a Ken bar. It will be easy for Ken to also fail. No one knows they will follow the same trend on their bathroom. But maybe we should say, Mama, on fall it, me bomb fire, me tones Mama can never succeed. Say Mama and succeed here, next government also bebre.
Yeah.
Because now Mama will take the country to the ditch. Now it's you. Up to you to bring that country from that ditch to the surface. If they do surface now you are starting. The first 2 years, no, they cover free ditch. And they are better surface. The last 2 years now, person who progress in the bus road. Election is near. It would mean yesterday. Now, open so theater no also we see was last 2 years now.
So far, their mama has done well. But what is the first number one thing? Because mama I hear excellently, and our idea.
I would say the sustainability of the dollar depreciation and I said fantastic. Say anymore and
Thank you.
We took it to 4 to 17. No. We took it from 4 to 17. It's a fact. It's all over. And when you say me support them, I'm stating facts.
Okay.
There are data there. So say yes, we took it from 4 to 17. No,
back to the.
Within 1 year, almost maintaining under $12, under 12 cedis. Now say 1 year and we're maintaining below 12 cedis. We should stop propaganda politics and applaud our 2-4. Baumiana now. They offer no. Baumia cheni penny be. But the guy is good. At 2-4, I never heard a 2-4 lecturer say, I will arrest dollar, I will do this if fundamentals are weak, exchange. I never heard that from him. Or no, he believe in action. He is human man, so he has delivered. And who am I to come and condemn you and answer to criticize the Najuma Oye? It's a boy now. Let's applaud him. He is supporting them costumes. They say some team maintaining under 12. Now say Nyamiya do not care so bad. No so bad. No so be maintaining be at 12. No so be this number under 11. So the next person okay. That's what I'm fighting for.
Prof, the same question. Prof, do you think Mahama 1 year?
Yo, I my dear Jerry, and I'm a sure say second crowd ha. Someone can be break. Okay, say kwano tum.
Oh, forget. I know me person was say Mahama.
Yeah. Oh, Mahama then say I how we also buy from a critic man say it's laudable. Why are there? And a currency so working. Very good. So. Na anima bebre ho a entosi hwe workers also mutu omukan necessary teacher for say horrible but why be
point of
Ophelia the nation as a whole Ophelia the nation as a whole has failed. We don't want to fail, we all want to succeed. Enti momiamu ano but da bia ya kan say workers also mutu omukan de sabi enya dia eye. So, next me at my 10 months, Untiomoka, but when you find scat at cover be our pay. Now you're so much caught up playing. Yeah, must say, a kufadu dear, now we go, most more damn the back right chesa. So, and take money, dear warrior, Mumia Moano, the Sanko ya, young nan ya bebre. Yenya, we better say, Yaka contium. The fear ya, Kiana ako. Enti, Mumia Moano, not on any year. This year can't obey here, Yaman. Or can I say, you can't want to answer 2028, and I'm not for better margin. Wahunu bida.
And to probably budget a mama government that is a one prominent idea why yeah idea by exchange rate in our what you
exchange rate come home. And I say, well, the budget to yes, say what be highway to Kumasi, and this is very, very important. Go home. And another crane so could be a house unit to be wo meaning yeah, and also say very good. Now me cry me transanka saglemi house, or back home, no ko because they say a white elephant.
Now, you know that the court case in Tino and person has
on the starting a court to wait me a koi in some paper court or year to go wait me a year to go. No, I'm an free hall. Yes, okay. By a president, obey me on New Agro. Or answer house in Opama Ghana for Nyan Disi phone call courtroom. Obia courtroom be workers, no. And okay, I say young Naya Boano. Now, a year. Now, the American beyond the say Kennedy, Branyo. Chumo, Bomio, Obio Baban, MPP for Nina, Momianya Bako, Nienta Mochi. Momianya want to be a Mianti party no. Oh, sir, 2024 in the I had the Shia papa. No more is breaking the 8. Oh, free HSS, all this, your backo. But your koto abani mohun yakosi. In team, Panifuano, they must come together. One more answer can no vote in Nina, once some arguing. I'm on back team no nyama or man in your face. The palm chobe bre. Okay,
Mamma has early come there and another so they come. I'm joining, but I can just a few minutes now. Yeah, point, My posting link, but I think a lot of people are not seeing it. I think because of the system near you see, I'll go back to the previous system.
Since 2008, this is the first time in Ghana's history that the CD will end the year possibly appreciating against the dollar. This is the first time since 2008. Prof, unfortunately, I don't want to use the word that maybe you say I'm because I'm a Ghanaian. Prof, today, last month, there was a technical issue. So the allowances of the teachers weren't paid. Today, that one and the current one was all paid. Again, you need to be abreast before you come on radio, Prof. Don't be ignorant and come on radio. You need to read a little bit before you appear here. If you need to, you could have just Googled.
In context of what? I think he has read. Prof. Education. Okay.
No, he didn't. No. I'm saying that
in reference to what you should have also
before you mentioned,
it was needless. It was needless.
What was needless?
It was needless to allow citizens to work for 10 months without pay.
Do you understand what is happening? We are building a nation, and issues happen just like in the United States of America. AFIA was the US not under lockdown for almost 50 days, and was anybody paid during that period?
No.
People
were paid. Yeah.
No, federal workers were paid. Federal workers were paid.
Yes, federal workers.
During the shutdown, no, the recent one, the shutdown when
Trump shut down. No.
Yes.
No, they were not paid though.
They were not paid. Government shut down. No government.
No. Exactly. No federal workers were paid. That is what I'm saying, sir. So things like that happen, and things happen in every country. If something happened and then the government says, because of this allowance will not be paid, then you come in here and say, Prof, you need to uplift your game a little bit. You've been mentioning this 10 months since 19 Kobotok Jojo. You've been mentioning this journalist thing since please lift your game up a little bit. Before you come on radio, research a little bit. Because you and I have done this several times, Prof. You can't come here and recycle the same.
You want him to give an example that you want. Let's be fair to Prof. We can't.
No, he doesn't have one. He doesn't have one.
One research.
He did not. I'm saying, sir, on the. But if you, I'm saying that on the matter of speaking to the people of Ghana, you need to read on the matter you are going to mention. If you're going to come and mention certain things, I'm saying that read on the matter before you come here. What's it?
a salary issue.
Exactly. You need to address yourself and be aware. Say, and by the way, the government issued a statement. The accountant general issued a statement today. So if you're not informed, don't go, hey, where am I? Look again. You see what Jerry. By the way, you see what Jerry did. If you 1 second, you see what Jerry did here. The same thing Kennedy Agyapong did some time ago. Even when they were in power, he said that Mwana Mose yeba power yenko IMF. Na mo akwa IMF he said I can't defend this. And that is the decency of doing politics. And people like Prof, even though you are an MPP, you need to lift your game up. Jerry said, I can't floor him.
I think you are belaboring this point. I think Prof accept to say when you update.
We are moving on. We are moving on. I need to make the point.
I'll call home.
Also,
people are complaining. I'll call them. Go ahead.
And then, like Jerry said, again, that is a brilliant thing. And look, we all need to add to the development of the nation. It is okay to say, but I think I can do better. It is okay. It is okay to make some of those statements. But this kind of the backward mindset, even though you can see Gani, everybody. Wanka. He said people are not being paid salary. He started mentioning unnecessary things.
No. Budget.
If you are a Ghanaian,
and I'm just
the highway that the MP wrote against. If you listen, the country for the first time, there are so many things happening. Every sector is seeing real growth. We saw under Baumia, just like people mentioned, Jerry mentioned, even uncompleted runabout, Akufo-Addo went to commission. Uncompleted E-gate, Baumia went and stood there and was laughing, and the E-gate refused. Uncompleted things where you were trying to launch. And you are here. People of Ghana are speaking clearly, and you still wouldn't want to listen.
Okay.
You still don't want to listen.
Prof has been honest enough to say that my idea. But don't also make it because economists also actually say government is not servicing any loan until 2027. They do honor and you be the real year of reckoning.
At least for now, yeah.
President Mama is doing a good job.
At least the first 1 year, let's applaud him.
Yeah. So let's take that membership Prof baby. So also on the other side. With your kind, that's where he's coming from. Understand him. Tell him your face here.
A good
job. Yeah.
And this is for just not the first time one more attacking me. Why?
It's not an attack. It's not an attack. I'm only helping you. I'm only helping you to upgrade yourself. See, your phone. Your phone. Radio. No, Jai. Lift your game up a little bit.
Thank you so much. And
make the article bit my send article
say speech and then I'm press conference
my sending the number
about a comment no.
Oh, that's something they want responding to Nina.
Yeah, Team Ken US and I'm person who read my man for TV.
Did you remember
about 5 your time now for there? Team Ken US. In fact, Brian Michael also person Johnny Mem said link don't have Emma or more problem because honestly see and I bias for Ken for Nama Bashi Baumianko for Team Michael Japan. But Team Ken US a director say they condemn Baumia campaign team to using Agyapong as a woman whom Kennedy Agyapong shares 2 children with to campaign against him. Basically, that's what they are saying. Say comment here inciting that a mother of Ken's own children to be used politically to attack him in unethical. And Baumia is being unethical, he's been irresponsible and very dangerous. Honorable Kennedy Agyapong and Miss Agyapong share a lifelong bond through the 2 children, and both must be able to coexist peacefully and to plan and safeguard the welfare of the children. Politicizing such a sensitive relationship risk and emotional harm to the innocent children lowers the standard. I think this is a very impressive statement. We're making but over Jerry Monday now. I have said, Ken to going on UTV to fire Ken Agyapong when Oka Brocha and also on back. May I thought Agyapong and Yari because she was going through something. She had lost a child. But also na Kennedy Agyapong back boy and also so Yari, Niba Penino. And I thought that one too was also unethical and irresponsible. Ken should have stayed quiet on that.
Yeah, but
I agree with statement. I agree with the statement we say. But was unethical and irresponsible. But I think that Bibi should have caught between Bibi. But
let me clear something. That you see the difference is then time and Ken it was just about e-levy issue, right? But this time, a contest presidential primary.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. This is the same person is involved. Agyapong and the children.
Well,
if you go
public, good name, papa anymore. It's up to her.
I say I know there. But Ken neto born cane. Saba akuna one kata na deja sono. Because Ken knew about Agyapong condition. He also knew about Kolano to condition. Tineka say.
If it gets to some point, you see, at the time, e-levy, when we were trying to pass e-levy, the country was held to ransom. Then it gets a point where when the country is stopped and it's like we are waiting for one person. The person said, I want private jet. You made it available. The person said, unless you go and pay this money through my access bank, you made it available. I understand you, but you see, when you are holding a country to ransom, sometimes it gets to a point that even your husband